Why is Russia's S-400 missile system, once its crown jewel, now increasingly dependent on Chinese manufacturing? A bombshell research report from the Royal United Services Institute, RUSI, reveals that the S-400's manufacturing and maintenance is no longer solely with Russia, but increasingly reliant on China. Interceptor replenishment, radar refurbishment, software updates, and other key components are now linked to Chinese tooling and supply chain priorities. This marks a stunning reversal for a system Moscow marketed as the world's most advanced air defense network. The dependency stems from Russia's wartime industrial collapse. Dr. Jack Watling, RUSI's senior research fellow, explains that sweeping sanctions and sustained attrition in Ukraine have severely strained the S-400's production and maintenance cycles. Russia is currently expending more interceptors than it produces, and its engineers preferred US-origin high-performance printed circuit board laminates, critical for radar and missile guidance. Since sanctions cut off these supplies, Moscow has been forced to use inferior alternatives, compromising system reliability. Even worse, about 70% of the complex European, American, and Japanese machine tools Russia acquired in the 2010s to build S-400s are approaching end of life by 2027. With limited access to spares and software updates, Russia has turned to Chinese suppliers for large-scale fabrication. China's role goes beyond simple component supply. Watling's research shows that interceptor seeker heads, manufactured exclusively at a facility in Kazakhstan, require high-grade microelectronics and PVC-based laminates. The sole Kazakh beryllium oxide ceramics plant, essential for radar heat management, imports equipment from Ukraine, the EU, and China. Any disruption could cripple production. To bridge these gaps, Russia and China have jointly established specialist research units to develop alternative technologies, particularly for semiconductors and microchips. Chinese vendors openly advertise materials for Russian radar systems, highlighting weak sanctions enforcement rather than weak legislation. The implications for export customers like India are alarming. India operates 5 S-400 regiments worth $5.5 billion, with 2 more systems delayed. Watling warns that as Russia shifts its supply chains to China, Beijing gains leverage over the supply of critical defense equipment to New Delhi. Given that China is one of India's primary adversaries, this creates a dangerous vulnerability. If tensions flare, Beijing could pressure Moscow to delay or deny S-400 support to India. Additionally, Russia's microprocessor production for S-400's Elbrus 90 computing system was historically manufactured in Taiwan's TSMC. Since 2022, production relocation to Russia has stalled, forcing reliance on Indian partners and Foxconn negotiations, further complicating supply security. The core question is whether this dependency undermines Russian strategic autonomy. The S-400 was designed as Russia's shield against NATO air power, but Chinese supply chain control means Beijing could theoretically constrain Moscow's ability to defend its own skies. Watling concluded, over time, more and more S-400 components have come under Chinese control, highlighting Russia's growing technological dependence and the proliferating fragility of its domestic manufacturing infrastructure. If Russia can't maintain its premier air defense system without Chinese approval, has it traded sovereignty for survival? What do you think? Should Russia's S-400 reliance on China be seen as necessary adaptation to sanctions? Or is this just proof that Moscow has become Beijing's junior partner? Drop your thoughts below.